Some people say I said the boy is a fool. And what I meant was this. You cannot be carrying out an illegal order. That's what I meant. I didn't say military fool. I couldn't have said that. I know the role of the military. The role they have been playing in this country.
Sir, I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth,
sir, I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir, I'm a
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will
me
you
up.
keep quiet?
You can't shut me up, sir.
Food.
I'm not
You are the fool.
I'm not a fool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the video you just watched. We are everyday people's voice. This is a rebuke to the FCT minister, Mr. Nyesom Wike. Your actions is an affront to the uniform and the commander-in-chief and the nation at large. It is with righteous indignation and patriotic sorrow that one must address this shocking and disgraceful spectacle involving the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Mr. Nyesom Wike, who reportedly confronted and attempted to assault a commissioned naval officer in full uniform. This act, as confirmed in the videos that went viral, is not merely an outburst of temper or an abuse of office. It is an abominable affront to the sovereignty of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the President and Commander-in-Chief, and the desecration of the honor of the armed forces, whose uniform represents the nation itself. And yeah, Nyesom Wike is denying he didn't call the officer a fool. When a civilian office holder, no matter how exalted his position, raises his hand or voice against an officer of the Nigerian Navy, he strikes not at the man, but at the very emblem of state authority, discipline, and sacrifice. The naval uniform is not a costume of convenience. It is a sacred cloth woven with blood, duty, and loyalty to the commander-in-chief. To confront it with arrogance is to spit upon the Constitution and the president whose commission the officer bears. Wike is in trouble. Mr. Wike's pattern of impulsive theatrics and unchecked belligerence may have passed for political showmanship in Rivers State, but it is utterly unbecoming of a minister serving at the heart of the Federation. The Federal Capital Territory is not a private estate nor an arena for ego-fueled brows. It is the nation's capital, a sacred space symbolizing unity, order, and federal balance. To pollute its dignity with such disgraceful conduct is to bring shame upon the entire cabinet and the very office he occupies. Every officer of the Nigerian Armed Forces swears an oath to defend the territorial integrity. My country people, they hear this word too. Now they hear us so. To defend the territorial integrity and constitutional authority of the nation, even at the cost of life. They are not subservient to the whims of politicians intoxicated by temporary powers. When a minister threatens or assaults an officer in uniform, he undermines the chain of command, erodes civil military trust, and sets a dangerous precedent that could embolden lawlessness and insubordination. Nigeria has endured too many seasons of leaders who mistake arrogance for strength and impunity for authority. True leadership is measured by restraint, respect for institutions, and humility before the law. The FCT minister's conduct betrays all three. It is a slap in the face of discipline, a mockery of constitutional order, and a reckless insult to the commander-in-chief, under whose authority both the minister and the naval officer serves. Na Tinubu wicked slap so. Na Tinubu wicked spit for a face so. If you don't know, make una know now. Mr. Wike owes the Nigerian people and the Nigerian Navy a public apology and a resignation from the president's commission as minister. Anything less would be an admission of contempt for the sovereignty he has sworn to uphold. The presidency must not remain silent. Silence would be complicity. The uniform of our armed forces is not to be toyed with, insulted, or assaulted. It represents the spirit of Nigeria, and the spirit must never be trampled by the vanity of transient power. But you all know that this officer, Yerima, displayed a high level of professionalism in his discharge of duties. Don't you think he deserves to be recognized? Or don't you think he deserves a double bar promotion? Let's talk about that in the comment section. Because any law enforcement officer in uniform or plain clothes represents the president and the sovereignty of the Nigerian state. To abuse such an officer is to diminish the authorities of the republic itself. Minister Nyesom Wike's decision to personally enforce a directive at a disputed site was a fundamental misstep. In constitutional democracy, power operates through institutions, not impulse. I'll see you again for my next video. Make una stay blessed.